Greetings comrades, Soviet Gaming here. Today we are taking a closer look at the game that's called Alchemy War Clash of Magic. This is an RTS game where you can actually control your units, and I played it a little bit and I kinda liked it, so I decided to make a video on it. Let's go! So the first thing I want to talk about is smashing that like button, so we will see more kind of those videos on this channel, and write in the comments what kind of videos do you want, so I will know what do you guys need. So the gameplay consists of several elements. First of all, it's combat, which is pretty cool, but we'll get to that one a bit later. But first I want to talk about the basic layout, which you will see when you'll get into the game. You have several elements here. You have the monthly rewards, so you can get all the different characters here. Also, you have the income over time thing, so you can get water and you can get silver over here. Sometimes there are random events like rebellions that stop production of your mines, so this is a little cool twist, but it can get annoying if it will do quite often. So yeah, this game have a lot of different standard daily things like rolling the wheel. How do I do it? Okay. To get random reward, different normal gacha type mechanics, but it's still pretty cool because it have so many things to do. So how do you get your army? How do you get the heroes? You collect the parts of every unit as in every other gacha game, and then you kinda compose them. And that way you are getting new units, and they are tiered based on ranks, so the higher rank the rarer it is and the stronger it is. They can be upgraded as well, so there are a lot of gameplay value to character hoarding and character upgrading. Units that have been unlocked have to be recruited first. For that you go to Alchemy Array and buy them here for silver, which is basically the main currency of the game. When you build in your team, each unit have their own personal formation, so you want to fit as many of them as possible or make as good combination of units as possible, so you have to think a little bit strategically here. All your units have their own levels, and the higher the level, the higher the stats, so you can increase those by feeding them food, and some food is supposedly better for different kinds of units, and it gives some specific boost as well. So to get more units you are just using your silver or gems in order to summon stuff from this area. Basically the cheapest one give you the lowest tier units and the lower chance of cool guys, and the higher tier summons giving you the better odds of getting the higher tiered guys. Let's see what we will get for this summon. Yeah, there we go. We got someone else, pretty low level, but yeah. You can upgrade troops at the academy, which is basically feeding the units its copies, like this. Nope, not here. Yeah, like this. And it kind of increases all the stats, and the higher you evolve them, the more copies you need. Okay guys, let's move on to the second screen, which is campaign map. Basically here you have all your levels in front of you. Clearing one level gives you one crown that actually is used to upgrade your skills and hero, and also they give you some bonus resources. Basically you clear the stages one after another. You use your units, you can have different team setups, and you go to fights. So different combat situations have different goals. Some of the levels are you're playing click and drop strategy. You have different orders. You can click them to move attack. You can control units directly. For example, we can send this specific unit over here to attack everyone, and send this specific unit to attack from this side. So it is really cool to have different options of controlling your units and being to kind of focus target enemies and everything. So it's not your average autoplay game, so it has some strategy to it. It actually has some meaningful actions, so you have different targets that you can hit. Also you have special abilities that you can summon that can help you in your fight, like healing your units, doing additional damage, and summoning your wizard boss. Altogether, the game looks pretty dope. I kinda like the graphical effects and the style of the game. It reminds me of some of the games I played before, but I say it's a good thing because it's really nice to have that thing and remember about good times. When you finish the battle, you have different scores based on time, troop loss and loot you find, and based on that you can get different rewards. So different levels have different game mechanics. This one, for example, have mobile-like mechanics, so you have your town over here which spawns units and you have to destroy enemy units, which is pretty cool. Also there are tower defense-like mechanics where you have to defend your tower with your units and your overall RTS destroy everything. So the combat possibilities are different and the goals are different, and you have to adjust your strategy based on the goal you have, basically. Your heroes have different skills that can be used to do damage to the enemy armies or buff your own units, and you have to be careful because if you lose a unit you'll have to train them again, and it costs silver. And silver is gained by destroying enemy buildings or any on-map constructions, like for example like that cart over there. You want to use different skills to make sure that your units are alive and well. I personally prefer to destroy everything that is possible to destroy on the map, because silver is really hard to come by so far. I'm in the very beginning, so maybe it will change over the time, but right now it's problematic to get it, so I'm trying to get as much silver as possible while not losing the actual goal of the level, which is basically time-based most of the time. Moreover, destroying everything on the map gives you better score, which in the end gives you better rewards, so it might be beneficial to do everything you can. The third screen that we have is a dungeon screen, which is pretty awesome if you ask me, because dungeon looks pretty cool. It's a mechanic that I haven't saw before. It looks very different from the rest. You basically go into the fight and you have to clear one of the areas, and it's like you see a minimap over there, so you move around and you clear different areas. You can clear extras or you can go straight for the lower level, and by clearing the dungeon you get runes and food thingies. Food is something that gives your units XP that levels them up and making them stronger, and runes is basically buffing up the entire units, while leveling up can be done by fighting as well. Runes are the things that makes your units just stronger overall. AI can be weird at times because, like, for example, this orc guy is just running away from us. I don't know, he's a little bit stuck. But then again, it's early access, so, you know, I'm pretty sure it will be fixed closer to the release. Overall, I think the gameplay and combat mechanics is pretty cool. You can have different strategic options by putting some units on defense, putting some units on offense, using the skills effectively and using the spells at your disposal. That makes your overall gaming experience pretty cool. So the overall mechanics is pretty good. You have to conserve your units, otherwise you will be running out of silver pretty fast, so that's a new thing that I haven't saw in other games. Usually when you lose units it's like whatever. But here they are really valuable, they actually cost something for you to replace, and that's pretty nice. We'll be talking about the graphics. I kinda like it, I like the 3D models and the 2D units over here. They look pretty cool together, and the overall graphics, I would say, is pretty good. Specifically for early access game, I guess it will be a little bit more polished closer to release, but even in this state it looks pretty good. Considering the sound and music in this game, I kinda like the sounds and music. Specifically the music. The music is really awesome. If you ask me, it sounds pretty cool, and I really enjoy the music that is in the game, specifically in the combat. Sometimes combat music is so cool that I just wanna stay here and listen to it. Just listen to this music soundtrack. It sounds so gorgeous. It really suits the combat mechanics and it sounds pretty epic, so I would say it is really good. Overall, I consider this a pretty cool game. Considering that it's in early access, it already has some pretty cool features, and I've been enjoying playing it for the past few days. I will see how far it will go and how much I will like it in a week, but so far it was a good enjoyable journey, and yeah, I would really recommend this game. It's really cool. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you liked the review. Don't forget to leave a like and write in the comments what do you think about this game. Also, subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit that bell button so you won't miss any new videos coming out. That's about it. Sweat out. See ya, comrades. Bye.